All right. If you are one of those highly motivated and motivated people who has all this inspiration to do all these things, like you have like a lot of goals, like I want to do this, I want to do that, like I want to read this book, I want to go to the gym, I want to build like whatever the goal is. And when you start those goals and while along the process of achieving those goals you get demotivated or some life like circumstances happens and you end up not able to achieve those goals, then this video is for you, because I will help you out how to reach the goal in 3 simple steps. All right, let's start. So when you set a goal, first of all we gotta know the why we are doing the thing that we want to do. Like for example, you want to go to the gym. Why do you want to go to the gym? Going to the gym is a goal, but exactly why? Because we gotta know the why. Let's say your goal is I want to go to the gym in order to have big shoulders and like toned abs and like I want to have a healthy joints and like very mobile body, or I want to be able to jump high, then that's a very specific goal. So you want to know the why and be very specific about it. Let's say, for example, my goal for this year is to read 30 books. And then why do I want to read 30 books? Then for my why, I want to be an effective communicator, because being an effective communicator is a skill that everybody needs, and it will help everything basically. So that's part of the that's why I want to read 30 books, because I believe there are a lot of good information in books for me to learn and how to become an effective communicator. Right? So I want to be an effective communicator. Now, once we become very specific with our goal and know the reason like why we want to do those things, the second we want to create the system to reach that goal. So how do you create a system? Now, I want to read 30 books and I want to be an effective communicator. So then that means I want to read 30 books about effective communication. Meaning, I want to create a system where I can read 30 books, about effective communication within a year. Now, then I will start creating a system. First of all, I need to be specific about what kind of books I want to read. Let's say it's like how to make friends, and influence people. And etc. Like you have like list of 30 books now that you want to read. Like you exactly know what kind of books you need to read. Now, once you know what kind of books you need to read, you start adding the pages that how many books that you need to read. So let's say there are average about 300 pages per book. Then, there's 30 books. 30 books. I'll write right here. So 30 books, 300 pages. That means if I want to read 30 books in 1 year, I need to read about 25 pages every day to reach the goal of becoming an effective communicator, and reading 30 books. And now let's say, of course, we can't always stick, like, there's gonna be days that we're gonna miss. But that's okay, because that's what the system is for. Assuming you're gonna miss 30 days, then if you miss the 30 days, then based on the system, you only have to read about 28 pages a day. And let's say you miss 2 days a week, or let's say 60 days, then you have to read about 30 pages a day. Now, your goal and the task that you have to do is very specific, but this is with this 60-day miss. So now, even if you miss the days, let's say I read book for 5 days in a row and then I missed 3 days, but still that's okay, because even if I miss 3 days, I still going to have 57 days that I can miss and still reach that goal, because the system says so. That means if I have the right system, I should be able to reach my goal. And now the third step of reaching a goal is adding that system to your habit. And now we know that we need to read, let's say, approximately 30 pages a day, and each page takes about, let's say it takes about 45 minutes to an hour to read a 30 page. Then we need to incorporate it in a way so that when we take time for our habit, like we gotta take time to analyze our habit on what exactly we do, and based on that we want to add that into our habit, and we want to just spending an hour a day with a 60 miss day, we can reach that goal. And that's it. It's that simple. And now if you're having trouble sticking to the goal or adding the system or a new habit to your existing habit, follow the second video, which I will explain about how to develop a right habit on top of another habit.